No, not that one.
Ooh.
Okay. So, to begin, I want us to just talk about the words light energy. What do you think you already know about light energy? Renata.
It's like light and it goes to light.
What's okay?
The
light.
Like a
Okay,
light
light bulb.
It has light bulbs. Oops. That was funny.
This screen is looking, but I can't really help that right now. No, she was walking. Okay. Okay. We have light bulbs. So if they're on the ceiling, you sign it bulb. But in science, we work with bulbs, right? So that's why I sign it that way. Okay, Benito.
A plug or electricity.
How is a plug, how is electricity related to light?
It transfers electricity.
To the light bulb? Like the circuit? What about you, Ashley? What do you know about light?
I don't know.
Renata? Oh, flash. Oh, like on a phone? That? Like that? That's a good start. Today, we'll be learning more about light energy. It will get you ready for when we talk about it in science class. So this will help you for later. You will be experts. I want you to just kind of look at this. It's from a science book. I want you to just look and see what you notice. What do you notice about it? Could be the words, could be the nonfiction text features. What do you see? I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, I want you to discuss, the three of you. We don't have partners today, so the three of you, well, actually let's do this. You two discuss, we will discuss. What do you notice? All right. Okay, Ashley, what do you notice? Oh, hold that thought for just a minute. What do you notice?
I notice it's labeled.
Highlighted.
Oh, highlighted.
No, it's okay. You don't know all of our classroom signs. So, I would expect. So it looks the same. Highlighted words. Benito, what do you notice?
The light string. String, yeah. The light striking.
Oh, striking. Can you come up here and show me? Oh. Why did you notice that? It's kind of an interesting word. It means hit. Striking. What about you, Renato? What do you notice?
The light rays.
Where? Okay. Do you notice any nonfiction text features? Like Ashley said, highlighted words. Could be diagrams, could be pictures, could be titles. Oh, we see some pictures, sorry. Yes. What do you see? The title. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay. I just need to stop. I need to do it. Mirror, mirror. So I'm thinking that all these nonfiction text features can help me understand the words, like the words striking or light rays. I think these things will help me understand better. So, I'm going to have to toggle back and forth. Let me see if this will work. Kind of. Okay, yep, we're good. I don't know if you remember, I want you to kind of think back to the book Abigail Adams. What were we? Abigail Adams? I can't remember her name, so this book right here. Do you remember this book? Reading about Abigail Adams?
Yes.
While we read that book, before we read each chapter, we did something to help us get our brains ready to learn. We looked at the headings. Here. Oh, right there. So who was Abigail Adams' early years? So we looked at all the headings and we thought about what questions do we have connected to that heading. And then we wrote questions. Why was Abigail Adams important? What was life like for Abigail Adams growing up? How did Abigail Adams help the colonist army? And then we finished, we read, we finished, and then we answered the questions. This helps us understand the text better. We're going to do the same thing today with this. So I want you to just look at the heading, mirror, mirror. Do we have any questions about the heading that we can kind of make up? Mirror, mirror. I'm thinking, and I remember I started the lesson with the words light energy, and now it says mirror, mirror. I wonder how they're related. I want to get red. Oh well. So how are mirrors related to light energy? I'm going to be thinking about that while I read. So now we will be reading two sections. One is called Mirror, Mirror. The next one is called Light Bends. Bends. What question could I write for light bends? Why don't you turn and talk? Actually, let's do it this way. Benito, you talk with Ashley. And I'll talk with Renato. What are you thinking? Light bends. So, yes, we will, but focus on the title. The title, Light Bends. What are you thinking about? What are we thinking? Benito, I saw you sign something.
Lightly.
Okay. Yes, that's a word in here. But look right here. Light bends. Okay.
It doesn't break.
So it doesn't break. So could we say, how does light bend and not break?
Yes.
Could we say that?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good start. Now I'm going to go back to mirror, mirror. And I noticed, well, and Ashley noticed also, that some of the words are highlighted and bold, and that means pay attention, pay attention. And maybe it's a good idea to think about questions related to that word. That word is reflection. Reflection. So I'm thinking of a question. What does that word mean? What does reflection mean? So now let's go back to light bends. Do you see anything that maybe you have a question about?
I noticed the picture.
You noticed the picture. What about the picture? Which one? The bear or the rainbow?
The bear.
Do you see anything kind of strange about the bear in the picture?
There's a reflection where it's bending, not breaking. Oh, and people can see through it. So there's a glass partition.
Interesting. I like that you're using your schema, what you know about zoos, right? How they have the glass and they're seeing through the glass. Renato, did you want to say something?
No.
No. Oh, I saw something. Okay, so question.
Oh, I saw the word illusion.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. So could we make that a question? Illusion? Could I say, what could I say? Okay, so Renato was noticing that in the picture, right, with the bear is kind of off, like his head is here and his body's here. That goes down. Do you see that? Why is it doing that?
It's off.
It's
not
off.
straight.
So let's write a question about that. Why is the polar bear off? Like, let's see, I'm trying to push it out. Why does the, I'm gonna write, why does the polar bear look broken? Okay?
Yeah, his head is different in a different spot from the rest of his body.
These are some good questions. I have one more. I was telling you about the highlighted words means pay attention. That means maybe I should think about a question. That word, what does it mean? I don't know. That's a question. What does refraction mean? You're doing, I think, oh, that's what it was, refraction. We're going through and then bending. Refraction, what does that mean? Light bends, refraction. Maybe the sign has a cheat to help you understand the word. Maybe. So now we will be reading. Let's review. Let's review our questions connected to mirror. How are mirrors related to light energy? And what does reflection mean? So while we read, I want you thinking about these two questions. I will read it for you, but I want you to kind of like follow with the words. Lower up. Wrong page. Mirror, mirror. Did you look at yourself in the mirror while you got ready for school? The properties of light enabled you to see your image. Active reading. As you read these 2 pages, draw boxes around the words or phrases that signal when things are being contrasted. That's not our focus today. That is a really good lesson for the future. But today we're focused on answering questions. So kind of push that to the side. The bouncing of light off an object is known as reflection. Reflection. When light traveling from an object strikes a smooth, shiny surface, such as a mirror. So you have the light, and it's going, it's traveling, and it hits it, and it's smooth and it's shiny. What happens? It bounces. All the light striking the surface from one direction is reflected in a single new direction. So it's going, 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 hits, and then in a new way. Your eyes detect the reflected light, and you see a clear, reversed image of the object, a reflection. In contrast, you can't see an image in something with a rough surface, such as cloth or wood, because the roughness causes light to reflect in many, many directions. So if it's smooth, all the light goes all together, stays together. But if it's rough, like the carpet, the light hits and it bounces and bounces and bounces and bounces and bounces, so it doesn't reflect. The smooth surface of water acts like a mirror. Light rays are reflected back in a way that enables you to see a clear reversed image. The backpack appears yellow because its material reflects yellow light and absorbs all other colors of light. So let's go back to our questions. How are mirrors related to light energy?
It's just like a mirror, and it reflects light.
Yes. So mirrors reflect light. Okay. What does reflection mean?
It means if you have a smooth surface, then you have a reflection. But if you have a rough surface, it does not reflect altogether, or it doesn't bounce altogether.
Yes. Let me change the way I'm writing that just a little bit. So, light reflects. There's another word that means the same thing. There's reflects, and then there's the word bounce. Like a ball, bounce. It's bouncing. Reflection means bouncing, and it's bouncing light. It's not a bouncing ball. That's not reflection, it's light. So light bouncing off a smooth surface. Okay. So now let's go to our next section. Actually, stand up and stretch for just a second. We're kind of nodding a little bit. And I understand, it's morning. All right, are you ready to sit down again? We have about 15 more minutes. And then it is time to go to science. For more science about forces, right? So let's review our questions about light bends or bends. The questions. How can light bend but not break? Why does the polar bear look broken? Yeah. What does refraction mean? Are you getting some ideas? What do you think?
If water, the polar bear's in the water, and it appears bigger underwater, but it appears its regular size above the water.
That is some good thinking. Okay. Light bends. What happened to the straw in the glass? Did someone break it? No. What you are observing is another property of light, refraction. So the first property was called reflection. Now we're talking about refraction. That's the active reading part that we're not doing this time. The bending of light as it passes at an angle from one type of matter into another is called refraction. So up here we have light that's going through the air. That's one kind of matter. Here's the cup, and it's going through, and it hits the cup. That's glass. That's another kind of matter. And then it goes through the glass and hits the straw, which is another kind of matter. Three kinds of matter. The air, the glass, and then last is the straw. When it does that, it looks like it's broken. Refraction occurs because the speed of light varies depending on the material through which light travels. So through the air, maybe it's fast, and then it hits the glass, and maybe it slows down. And when it slows or when it speeds up, refraction happens. As the light changes speed, it bends. Look at the straw at the top of this page. Light from the top of the straw passes through the air and the glass to your eyes, looks like. But light from the bottom part starts out in the water and passes into the glass and then into the air. So the light is from here, and it's from here, too. Each time the light enters a new material, it bends slightly because it changes speed. By the time this light reaches your eyes, it is coming from a different angle than the light from the top of the straw. As a result, the straw appears to be bent or broken. So here's your cup. Here's the light. It's going through. Here's the angle. And then it hits the glass, and the angle changes, and it bends. Then there's a straw, and it bends again. Bends. And it changes. Well, it doesn't change the shape really, but it changes what our eyes see the shape. And that is called refraction. Refraction produced the illusion. It looks like, but it's not really. The illusion that this polar bear's head is separate from its body. Okay, so let's go to our questions. How can light bend but not break? You know, it's not in the text, which means maybe later we'll have to try to look at it on the internet and research it. So let's just put here research. Because honestly, I don't know the answer yet. I will when I research, but not yet. Why does the polar bear look like it's broken? Why?
Because it's refraction.
It's refracted. What does refraction mean? What's happening with refraction? Why does it bend?
Because in the water, it looks like
it's broken?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it look like it's broken? What is it moving through? Renata. Is it moving through all the same matter?
No.
Is it air the whole time? Air?
No.
No? Ashley, you said no. Why? What's it doing? It's all the same? No. It's what? Different. Different kinds of matter. It moves through different kinds of matter. Okay, I'm going to try to kind of speed it up just a little bit because I want to show you a really, really important skill to have, especially because you are 5th graders, you are soon going to 6th grade, and you will have to start taking down notes. We do that sometimes here in Miss Hughes's class or Miss Kopecki's class. We get our spirals and we write. But as you grow up, will the teacher show you every time the things you need to write? No. No. I go to school on the computer. Is there a teacher showing me the notes that I have to write while I read? No. It's an important skill to know when you're reading a textbook or when the teacher is teaching what you need to write down. I'm going to show you a strategy called boxes and bullets. And the first box will be the word reflection, not refraction, reflection. That's my topic. So I'm going to write it in the box. Go over here. And then I'm going to write details. What did I learn about reflection? And I can use my questions and answers. So go up here. Mirrors reflect light. I could put that down. I heard you, Benita. Oh, it reflects off of shiny, smooth things. That's a good one. I also think that it's important that we include the definition of the word. What does it mean, reflect? What does that look like?
Bouncing off. Like bouncing off.
Bounce, yeah, bouncing off. Oh, and I added a word, bouncing light. It's not a bouncing ball. It's not a bounce house. It's bouncing light. So that's an example of boxes and bullets for reflection. Let's read them together. I want you to sign with me. Ready? What's the word? Reflection. Mirrors reflect light. Reflects off of shiny, smooth things. And it's bouncing light. Yeah. I know we're going like reflection and then refraction and then reflection and then refraction. Did you know teachers are always learning how to improve? Just back and forth and back and forth. Maybe next time I can put it all together. So, but for today, I need you to kind of, your minds be able to change back and forth, back and forth. If before we took notes about reflection, what do you think is going in this box, Ashley? Which word do you think we will write here? Here. Remember you told me that highlighted words are important? Why don't you turn and talk? Turn and talk. What do you think? Okay, Ashley, what word do you think will go in the box? Yep. I see it. I see it.
Refraction.
Refraction. Just as a reminder, light bends. Questions. can light bend but not break? We don't know yet. Why does the polar bear look broken? It's refracted. Oh, refracted. What does refraction mean? It moves through different kinds of matter. Just ignore that. So here's my box. Refraction. What could I write for important information with my bullets? What do you think, Renato? Okay, it looks like things are broken. But things look broken. What else? Go back here. It goes through different kinds of matter. Go back to my text. Let's see. It says refraction occurs because the speed of light varies depending on the material through which the light travels. It's refraction is bending. Oh, I like that. Refraction is bending light. Good job. Let's read it together. You ready, Ashley? You ready? Refraction. Things look broken. Goes through different kinds of matter. Refraction is bending light. You all did a wonderful job. Let me see what time. Yes. Refraction. There is. There's a small word inside. Yeah. It looks like a math word, but it's not. It's a science word. Good catch. Let me just check the time. Oh, we're almost there. Okay. Okay. We're going to do this really fast. I want to show you some pictures. And you will hold up if it's reflection or if it's refraction. So red is reflection. Blue is refraction. Just a couple pictures. Uh-oh. I'm just going to keep it small. Okay, ready? Red is reflection with an F. Reflection. Oh, they both have F's. Re is bounce off. Nope, that doesn't work either. F-E is reflect. Nope. I keep trying. Reflection is blue. That's a mirror. Blue. There we go. Blue like a mirror. Red is refraction. Like it's crossed. Okay, ready? What's this? 1, 2, 3, show me. It is the red one. Reflection. Reflection bounces. This one. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Show me. Yeah, they do that. Refraction. Good job. Refraction bends. What's this one? There's the light. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Show me. It's going, it's going, it's bouncing off. Reflection is what? Bouncing. Reflection is what? Bouncing. Reflection is what? Bouncing. One, two, three. Reflection is what? Bouncing. One more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Show me. Refraction is what? Refraction is bending. Bending. So bouncing and bending. Okay. You did a wonderful job today.